Hello guys, welcome back. So I've got a parallel of things over here. Let's see. I actually chose this because, well, she said something very interesting. So let's go with it.
I think men and women cannot be equal. I think that's where we go
Yeah.
wrong.
And
is
why do you think that?
Because men are superior.
You think that men are superior to women?
Yes. Name one thing women are better at than men.
Taking care of children.
They're more
maybe?
likely to kill infants.
Right. Yeah, I guess.
And single mother homes have way worse numbers than single father homes.
Right.
Single father home stats are better than women.
Okay. What about being nurses? I swear, isn't it 90% of nurses are female?
What's higher, a nurse or a doctor?
A doctor.
Okay, who's more doctors?
I don't know. You tell me the statistic.
Men. Okay, I think women actually are.
Because I think even if it's higher, it doesn't mean that it's less important.
But yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Do you think?
But see, this is what feminism does. It says even if you're better, we're still equal.
Right.
But a brain surgeon is better than a nurse.
Yeah, objectively, but I still think that it can be important as well.
We're not saying not important, but I'm
Yeah.
saying what are women better at?
I feel like it's hard because it's such a
It's
broad
okay.
question.
It's okay. You've never thought about it.
Yeah.
Because I've genuinely for months been trying to find something.
I mean,
you can't find
I've
one
never,
thing.
I've never thought about what men are better at, but I can name a few.
So wait, what would you say that men are better at then?
Everything.
But what? Give me an example.
Building the buildings, paving the roads.
Oh, I know. I've got a good one, right?
Okay.
So I feel like men do all the infrastructure.
Okay. There you have it, guys. Men are better than women. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it again. This time with a commentary. I think it starts somewhere
But
here.
the real Nazis that were pushing it, but you're distracted.
Good in everything. I wouldn't say that I agree with all feminists, but my version of feminism, I guess,
Somewhere
is
here,
that
right?
it's about equality.
I think men and women cannot be equal. I think that's where we go wrong.
And why?
Okay. I think men and women cannot be equal. Well, that's kind of not true. We are equal in the eyes of law, right? The laws apply equally to men and women. So, in that aspect, we are equal. So, there are some disadvantages for men regarding law, though, when it comes to children, when it comes to well, actually, the law is equal. The law is equal. And there are no disadvantages to any gender. But if women are the protected gender, then the judge looks at whoever is the accuser or the defendant differently, right? Depending on which one of those is a woman. So a judge or the jury might look differently. Still, the law is equal. But that is enough for the jury to, for example, take this side of the woman. That's not something that comes from the law. That's something that comes from the society. Now, is that right or wrong? Now, that's a kind of a different aspect. But we're talking about equality here. Well, we are equal in the eyes of law. And she will say something, so let's go through that.
Why do you think that?
Because men are superior.
You think that men are superior to women?
Yes.
You think men are superior to women. Okay, can you please define what superior means? Because, all of these conversations are extremely tough because you need to go into the deeps of it. Sorry, I need to close the window. I don't know if you guys heard, but there were some things outside the window. Hell yeah, professional YouTuber. No, I really don't care. I'm just a guy doing the video. Anyways, so men are superior, right? What does that mean? Now, this is the main reason why I'm making the video. Are men actually superior? Well, you could say yes. You could say yes, because women like the position of serving, like men and military, right? Men and military. Some men, not all of them, most of men don't want to go to military, I guess, but some men do want to serve. Serving is not a bad thing, ladies and gentlemen. Serving is a very important part, and it gives pleasure to the person that is serving, right? Serving gives pleasure. And women tend to, like, percentage-wise, women tend to like serving more than men. Right? Well, in a relationship, right? A woman wants to have the second position. In a relationship, a woman wants to have the second position. She wants the man to be the leader, all right? You ask any amount of women if they want their man to be a leader, they will say yes. Most of the time, 90% of the time, or even 95% of the time. I don't know. I did ask that question to women, and they did say yes, 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 yes. So they want that second position in the relationship. But does that mean that men are superior? I think that means that men like authority and women like men that have authority. That doesn't necessarily mean that men are superior. We are superior in some ways, right? We are superior when it comes to strength, logic, etc. There are plenty of ways where men are superior, and Pearl will possibly list all of those things. Pearl is a men's rights activist, so she knows a lot about men. She took a side. But in order to see the truth, you need to be in between. Are men superior? In some cases, yes. Men love authority, and women love men that have authority. So in that case, yes. And frankly, that's a huge percentage. That authority is a huge percentage of possibly why Pearl thinks that men are superior. Because a person who has authority is superior to the person serving that person. Right? A man has authority, a woman is serving that man, so the man is better. No. No. He's better at authority. She's better at serving. Ah, that's the thing. He sucks at serving. He can't do it. He doesn't want to do it. Even if he can't, it doesn't give him pleasure. So does that really mean that the man is superior? Because it also says that women are superior in serving than men. Now, this is kind of a different aspect to understand, right? It's how can you tell that a person that has authority over another person is not superior? I mean, how can someone say that? Well, let me ask you this. What kind of superiority that man would have without that person serving? If a man doesn't have an authority over, if the man has authority over no one, then how is he superior? He needs a person to have an authority of in order to be superior. So, even so, this is a 50-50 relationship. Without a person that is quote unquote lesser, his authority is gone. He's no longer superior. So, can you really say that men are superior? Both sides are needed. So, it's not as simple as it sounds. And let me say this again. Serving. There is nothing wrong in serving. Women love serve. The women love to serve. Women love to take care of other people. Well, then I don't know. That's what I like. I'm a guy. I can understand it to some extent, but like placing a career in that field, that's something I can't understand. I'm not a woman. But what I would very much like to see is putting those people that love to serve on a pedestal. And to some degree, that is happening, right? The people that are helping other people are, to some extent, put on pedestal. And it depends on what kind of helping is that. Like, let's say a teacher, let's say a nurse, let's say a doctor, let's say a policeman, right? That's a man-dominated job. I would say those jobs should come with certain respect. And when you see a teacher, you should just talk with that person with respect, like, sir, yes, sir. And just like the same with women. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Right? That should come with respect. That doesn't mean you can question. Yeah, you still can question those people. Just question from appropriate position. Serving is not wrong. Serving is a very important part. And there are people that love being served and people that love serving. And that's a beautiful relationship over here. Serving is a source of power. I don't want anyone to think that serving is wrong. Serving is a powerful position. That's why I won't agree with Pearl. Just because someone serves, that doesn't mean that that person is lesser. I kind of get that person puts itself in a position, not authority position, but as I said before, the other position's authority is meaningless without that person serving. So that person still participates in that authority. It's still needed for that authority. So again, serving is great. It's beautiful. It's power.
Name one thing women are better at than men.
Taking care of children.
They're more
maybe.
likely to kill infants.
Okay. Is that really an argument? I mean, I guess it is. I don't know. Those situations are so rare. I mean, come on. I mean, bringing up that example is like ludicrous. Because it is so rare. Plus, well, especially with infants, women have total control over all children when it comes to being an infant. Right? So, of course, let's say, if the control over those children would be 50-50, right? If men had breasts and had to stay home and feed the children, who knows if that percentage would not be different? Who knows if that would not be equal? No one knows. So that's a ridiculous argument.
Right. Yeah, I guess.
And
posing
single
sort of
mother homes
question.
have way worse numbers than single father homes.
Right.
Single father home stats are better than women.
What do you mean by stats?
Okay. What about being nurses? I swear, like, isn't it like 90% of nurses are female?
What's higher, a nurse or a doctor?
Okay, she changed the subject, so no stats. All right, let's
Period
get
to
back to
women.
that.
Yes. Name one thing women are better at than men.
Taking care of children.
They're more
maybe.
likely to kill infants.
Infants,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I guess.
And
posing
single
sort of
mother homes
question.
have way worse numbers than single father homes.
Right.
Okay, numbers. I don't know what that means. So again, men can't take care of children if they're not at least a certain age, right? So that's a gender pay gap argument. You would have to divide that divide the argument that you're making into age groups. Now, are stats better when a man is taking care of an infant? As I mentioned before, women have complete control, so that doesn't apply there. Now, I guess she means like single father homes. I mean, like when a child is, I don't know, from 10 years above. And I guess she means that that child has better outcomes in life than if a woman would take care of that kid from 10 years above. Well, I would agree with that. I would agree with that, but that doesn't mean that the stats favor men. No, that means that women's job is from year 0 to 10, and that job is each year slightly being given over to the man, right? It's kind of an equal. If I would present you a scale, right, and it's 100% women at one side of it, 100% women at one side. Sorry, at one side of the scale, it's like a man taking care of children, and then on the other side of the scale, it's like women taking care of children. Depending on the age, right? The age would be the scale, and when the child is 0, then it's 100% women. When the child is 1 year, then it's like 90% women, etc. And the scale just tips over to men over age. But she's globalizing it, or not globalizing it. She, I don't know, possibly means from year 10, when man's job, well, when man taking care of a child is more needed than at year 0, for example, something like that. It's not, Pearl, you're making an argument, a global argument over here, and that's a gender pay gap type of arguing. I don't agree
Single
with
father
that.
home stats are better than women.
Okay. What about being nurses? I swear, like, isn't it like 90% of nurses are female?
What's higher, a nurse or a doctor?
Okay. Can a doctor do a nurse's job? Yeah, he can. Then why would you hire a nurse if he can? Ah, because someone needs to do that job. Does that mean that the doctor is superior to the nurse? Sorry, both are needed to do that job, apparently. I mean, the doctor has more qualifications. Sure, yeah, let's call it like that. Does that mean he's better? Really? So qualifications is the thing that makes a person better than other people. Really? Well, okay. My grandma didn't finish school. She had 0 qualifications. 0. Because of the war. World War II. She couldn't finish school. But, hello, I am here. She lived until her old age and died from old age. And she achieved a lot in her life without any qualifications. Just a simple woman from a country. Sorry, qualifications make a person better? My grandma was a great human being, and she did a lot. And she did. Her life was very fulfilled. And it was. And it was. So sorry, using qualifications to tell if someone is better or lesser?
Doctor.
Okay, who's more doctors?
I don't know. You tell me the statistic.
Men. Okay, I think women actually are.
Because I think even if it's higher, it doesn't mean that it's less important.
But it.
Exactly, the feminist is right. God damn it, I can't believe I'm saying it. I don't like feminists. Feminism is a bad movement. Right? It's. Pearl is. If we compare a men's rights activist and a women's rights activist, meaning a feminist, I would rather talk with a men's rights activist. I possibly would find a more common ground with the men's rights activist because, well, men's rights activists are more logic-based than feminists. Feminists are more on feelings. Based more on feelings. And that's about it. I don't like feminism. You could possibly tell that from my other videos. But she's right. That doesn't mean that person is lesser.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Do you think?
But
Like,
see, this is what feminism does. It says even if you're better, we're still equal.
So, yeah. Having more qualifications is an advantage. That doesn't mean the person is better. Please define me what better means. Pearl. Globally, please define me what better means. I mean a person with lower qualifications and a person with higher qualifications. That doesn't mean that person with higher qualifications is better. That means that person has more qualifications. The end. Not better. It has more qualifications. Because better refers to being a human, right? Better as the word refers to like something how can you even describe that? I mean, you can be better at someone in your job, right? You have two people working the same job, and one person is lazy. The other person is like doing all the things and doing it correctly. The other person makes mistakes. But the qualifications of those people are the same. So what does that better refer to? Personality. It refers to personality. That person is lazy. That person, I don't know, can't count or something. I don't know. Think of an argument, right? The better part, the word better refers to personality, not qualifications. You can be qualified the same and do a more shitty job than the other guy. So qualifications don't make a person better. But Pearl is arguing higher qualifications, meaning it means that someone is better. It's
Right.
But a brain surgeon
That's not
is
the
better
case.
than a nurse.
Yeah, like objectively, but I still
Yes.
think that it can be important as well.
We're not saying not important, but I'm
Yeah.
saying what are women better at?
Well, if you're using the word better as regarding to qualifications, isn't medical field dominated by women? Actually. I don't know, I guess it depends on which country. But they definitely are better at nursing. They are more qualified than men for nursing. How about that? They are more qualified as babysitters. How about that? Women have that sense that men don't have. Women are women, for God's sake. So women are more qualified at professions that come with their character, with characterization of women. So, Pearl, I mean, come on.
I feel like it's hard because it's like such a
It's
broad
okay.
question.
It's okay. You've never thought about it.
Yeah,
Because I've genuinely for months been trying to find something.
I mean, I've
Well, you can't
I
find
mean, I've
one
never
thing.
thought about what men are.
Okay, I think I'll end over here. I think I said enough about all of this. Pearl, I mean, try to change your definition of the word better, because I think you're wrong over there. Have a good one, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.